Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Texans football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Texans at 9-5 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Vikings offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Texans' 44-yard line.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You look at the defense for these Texans.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
So the completion good for just 3.
And it'll be 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
25-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Seven Pirates. Cup 19.
Back to throw, Willis. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
That's another Vikings first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll go with the keeper. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
First down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Algier will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
In motion left is Mitchell. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Ready, break. Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Now Hall to start the drive. Room here to run. Breece Hall. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
What's good on the extra point? And that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Vikings.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Texans offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
145 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On the ready.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hall.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Blunts to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans.
A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Chase the motion man right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 12.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sidney Brown in on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 22.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Nice, go.
Here's Hall again. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 31-yard line. But 207 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
At the 31-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. A give, running right is Hall. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready?
At the Vikings' 22-yard
Pass
line.
to 60, pass to 60. 19 Lions.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Cowboy 80. Ready,
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat. But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Austin. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston set to take over. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19. Ready?
Ball again on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Willis looks to pass it here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. On the return, Jackson. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Running this slant, and he finds Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our look around the NFL starts now. Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. It's the Browns at home to take on the Eagles. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Eagles get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Cowboys with a 14-10 lead at the half. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the running back for the home team. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Steelers lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The 35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18, go.
They'll run with home. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ball again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready?
Straight ahead is Hall. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 241 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Here's a give to Bigsby. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Willis. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Get it.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 or the 34.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Come on, come on. Go.
Play action. Here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
A pickup of 11 at a Texans first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Going right side here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Panther 60, Panther.
From the gun, here's Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCuba. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. A gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
1st down, Vikings.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. That's another incomplete to Mitchell. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here's Bigsby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready. 6.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Second and 7. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Try to take this home. They'll run. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
At the 37-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Texans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. We can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. We can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the run. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Stop the run, can't stop the run, you can't stop the run, can't stop the run, you can't stop the run, can't stop the run, you can't stop the run, can't stop the run, you can't stop. hole, come on.